Favorite song now? I heard you teaching it to the grandbaby. You got the grandbaby singing BBL Diddy.
She cracks me up when she does it because she goes,
BBL Drizzy.
BBL Diddy. She cracks me up when she does it.
She's probably wondering, why am I saying BBL Drizzy?
BBL Diddy.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, hey, it's Honey What the F podcast. I'm Shonda.
And I'm Rafael.
And we are going to be talking about love and marriage. Huntsville, we're going to break down the latest episode.
All right.
So, should we get started?
Let's get started. Which episode is it?
Which episode is it? I don't know. It's
Okay.
from last Friday.
All right.
Okay.
The latest episode.
The latest episode.
That's right. This is the one after the last episode.
Right, man.
Right.
The number.
But you'll figure it out once we start talking about it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. So it was a 6-segment show. First segment involved Tisha and Kimmy, and they invited, what's her name? Destiny. Destiny came. And they were just filling her in on their little chit chat in the previous episode with little Miss Sunny and all that goings on. So,
Okay.
what do you think about that?
I thought Kimmy was being a little messy.
Really?
I thought so. It's because she was like she wanted to make it known that she was friends with Sunny, and she just wanted to make sure everything was okay on Destiny's part, knowing that everything ain't okay because of what happened. But then she comes over and says, well, she's my friend too, and I just want to make sure that everything's cool. But everything ain't cool. So what you trying to make sure? Come on.
That's true. That's true. What struck me was I just recall how Tisha and Destiny became friends, right? They both had a little falling out with Melody, and they just bonded over their little falling out with her. And Tisha was pretty concerned about her feelings and all that stuff, which I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I agree. She was kind of messy in bringing that stuff up.
Yeah.
But that's what the show's about. So
That's it.
yeah, the one thing I do want to also say is I loved Kimmy's natural hair. I thought she would look really gorgeous.
Yeah, she was rocking the fro.
She was, and it was all nice, curly and shiny, and but she looks good in really anything. Even when she's all done up for the little sidebars, I think she's usually the one that's most well put together without looking overdone.
Yeah.
There's something going on with Tisha though.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, in the last previous 2 episodes, I think back then she was trying to compete with the others, it seemed, and when she was dressing on the sidebars or whatever, and it's like, come on, just be natural, because she was like starting to overdo it a little bit. I thought, but she looked pretty normal.
Yeah. There. Tisha, on the other hand, she's got something going on in the breast area. I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't know. I wonder if she's had any body augmentation.
She definitely has. They used to talk about that. They used to talk about
she had lost some weight.
Marceau had got her the tummy tuck and
that's right.
And the BBL and the boob job. She had it all.
Did get the boob job?
Yeah.
Okay, because those girls were looking little artificial.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
so
like,
they probably need another little tuck or something. They need a tune up. But yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, they got the money for it, so good on them. All right. So next up, our cast of characters. We had Marceau and Maurice sitting down with Moses. We are adding another M to the mix. We can't keep the M's together already.
Well, what's good about both the Moses is it's not an MA.
Yeah, it's
It's not an MAR.
that's right. Because we got Marceau, Maurice, and Martel, and it's really
So
hard to keep
Moses
them all
is
together.
a little different, so we could we know who Moses is.
Right.
I've seen him before, so
Oh gosh. Ooh, Mr. Carlos King, please tell this brother to stop saying saint.
yeah,
Saint is not a word.
it's not a word.
It ain't a word. But anywho, he did say it again this go round.
He
And
did.
he just I don't know.
That's just the way he liked to talk.
I guess.
It's
Okay. Well, anyway, Maurice and Marceau was trying to counsel him on how to tread through, being on the show
Yeah.
and coming in with this kind of scandalous situation
Mhm.
between Destiny and Sunny. Now, Sunny, if you don't know, she was a former producer of the show.
Mhm.
And she spent a lot of time with Destiny. And Moses and Destiny used to date. They were friends before they started dating. They started dating after she divorced from her husband, who's the father of her kid. So, yeah, they got together. Well, Destiny and Moses were dating. And then somehow, during some timeline, Moses decided to hook up with Sunny.
Yeah.
And now they're married. They are married. So it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a real
Yeah, they wouldn't
thing.
get married, so I guess
Yeah.
that's good.
I guess.
I
guess.
kind of funny though.
But I don't know. Destiny's always getting hurt and left. So I don't know what it is
Yeah.
with Destiny. But anyway. So Maurice and Marceau.
Maybe she's emotionally unavailable to where she doesn't really give too much of herself. She's kind of guarded,
It's possible.
and she kind of has an attitude, oh, well, that's what you're doing. I'm cool, bye. What did she tell Moses? She
I'm
said,
choosing myself.
I'm choosing myself.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So kind of skipping ahead, but we will get to that part. But you might be onto something because the marriage that she was in only lasted, it was a very, very short marriage.
Yeah.
Maybe weeks, or it seemed on the show anyway. It was not a lengthy marriage.
Uh-huh.
And she had her son, and there was a lot of stress going on in her life. So she actually left the show for a bit, I guess, to try to get things together. And also she wasn't really opening up too much. There was one reunion where she wasn't really opening up, and Carlos was trying to get her to
she
do
wouldn't,
so.
Yeah, she wouldn't open up. She wouldn't let
"My
nobody
business
know
is my
about what's going on in her
Yeah.
life. Yeah,
And
she didn't want her
Moses,
business in the street.
Moses was in the picture at that point, and they did ask, well, when are we going to meet Moses? And he never came on. But now it's lights, camera, action for dude. Now
Oh,
he got
I think Moses,
Sunny.
he wanted to be on the show. He wanted to be on the show, and he was probably saying, I want to be on the show, but she don't, you know what I'm saying? That's why they were saying, so what do you want to bring Moses on? And Sonny, the producer, said, okay, well, this is what we gonna do. We gonna get together and do this, and we'll be on the show. I might be pulling stuff up. I'll be pulling stuff up out there.
You
but
do.
if you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that he's like, he really wants to be on the show now, you
Yeah.
know.
It's possible.
He's, because he's like, oh, I got this. When they were trying to tell him about being on the show and the pitfalls and this, that, and the other, and he was just all for it. I'm all for it. I'm doing it.
Right. Okay. Well, we shall see. He didn't mention none of that when they were chatting, but
Well,
it was early on.
It's early on. They ain't going to tell you everything. Sometimes you got to read between the lines.
Oh, you like to read between.
I'll read between your lines all day.
all the
I might be
time.
making stuff up, but I'll be 50% right.
Oh, there's a 50-50 chance. There is. All right. So Marceau and Maurice were counseling Moses on navigating the comment section because people are just real mean to folks. They've all, had the arrows and the slings and arrows from folks in the comments section about this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what you signed up for. So
That's it.
Moses tends to think he can handle it. They did ask, well, what if Sonny gets really depressed behind that? Because they have had cast members in the past who really just, those things were very hurtful for them.
Yeah.
So he was like, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So you might be right. He might have wanted to be on that all along. And he was like, this is my avenue. And I don't care if she can't hang. Too bad for her.
This producer chick, and she gonna make it happen, and we gonna make some drama and all this, so I can be on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
that kind of bodes well. She's on that train too, because the previous episode she kept talking about how they're on the same path. She kept mentioning money and wealth and stuff, and that was just kind of odd. But
yeah,
anywho,
Speaking of money and wealth. Oh, well, we'll get to that because that's another segment when Destiny and Moses were talking. So I'll pose that question.
You'll pose that question.
Yeah, we can go on.
All right. So next up, Martell and Nell had a little sit down. Nell kind of is like the mama bear kind of the bunch. Maybe less of a bear, but just kind of.
She's just
because she's the mothering type.
Well, her and her husband are like 10 years older than the rest of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So they try to put that out there. They're a little bit more mature.
They are. Yeah. So, but Martell and Chris, Nell's husband, they had a real good, strong working relationship in the beginning of the season and everything. And right now they're trying to the what are they called? The Nell and Chris. What's their last names?
I do not know.
Oh, is it the Fletchers? The Fletchers. Their last name is Fletcher.
All right.
So the Fletchers have been stuck in the middle between Martell and Melody, and feeling like they're being pulled in one direction. They didn't want to pick sides, but they kind of have to pick sides. And Martell makes them pick sides because he's always wrong. So what are you going to do? You know? So she sat him down, told him she didn't like the fact that, she had talked to Melody and told her she didn't like how she had him arrested and this and that and the other. And then Melody filled her in on the back end of the story. And now she's like, oh, I get it. And Martell tried to defend himself again, not taking any accountability for his own actions or anything. That is part of Martell's playbook. And Nell decided that he was not invited to her birthday party.
Yeah.
So, and Martell was like on the sidebar. He's like, you didn't have to invite me to uninvite me to your birthday party, and I ain't trying to be at no 60-year-old birthday party anyhow. So
yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, why even call a dude? I mean, why would he expect to be invited to the same party that Melody's going to be at?
Melody's going to be at, because everybody knows when they get together, it's just a hot boiling mess. It happened
on the last one. It was a hot mess.
Yeah, they can't get it together. There was one before that, one get together where Marceau had to pretty much drag Martell out of the room because he had lost control of himself and all of that. So yeah, it's best that they stay away from each other. So yes, when they have their little get-togethers, then yeah. So anywho, that's what's up with Martell. And side chick. He did also call her a side chick.
He's stuck on that.
He is stuck on the side chick.
He wants somebody to be somebody's side chick so he can justify himself with his side chick.
He ain't going to the depths of hell alone.
Yeah, he always want to try to bring somebody down with him. He will not stand alone on anything and say, okay, I did it and that's mine. He's going to say, well, you did it too.
You did it too. So, and then he twists things because his situation is never the same as the other people's situation. So it's like, dude, come on. So
yeah,
Nell and her husband, Chris, they've been together for like 30 years. you
Yeah.
know, and
Since he was 12 years old.
there,
And he want to accuse her of being a side chick.
right? It's like, bruh, there. I think there's an expiration date when you marry somebody. There's an expiration date
And
for
there
the
has to,
side
because there's
chickness.
stuff that you do while you're young, and there's always something.
Yeah,
But I mean, once you have crossed that 20-year together thing, you don't need to talk about no past relationships as a side chick or
Right.
whatever, because you've been together a lifetime pretty much.
right.
So
And just let us not even bring up the fact that dude has a whole baby outside of his marriage, and that kind of trumps being a side chick.
yeah, he got a side baby mama
So,
with side child support.
yeah, he's got a side baby mama. So let's just not go there.
Yeah.
He should,
That's
I don't know.
so different than a side chick, right?
it is. It's that's just so
Because
No, you
they're
just-
married to have a family,
right.
and he has a whole nother human being to raise,
Right.
which is taken away from their goal of
Yeah.
building wealth and all that. Because now you got another somebody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta, yeah,
It's interesting.
it's very interesting, and it's amazing
Yeah.
the lengths he'll go through to
Right.
justify everything he does,
It's
and not take
amazing.
accountability for anything at all.
Yeah. It's mind blowing.
It kind of makes the show fun.
Well, you just wait. You're like, what is Martell going to do?
What's he
now?
gonna do now?
How's he
gonna
going to
do now?
deflect this, and who is he going to compare his shenanigans to this time?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness! All right, so enough of Martell. We've got Courtney and Stormy. I should say Stormy and Courtney because it kind of leads with the ladies. So Stormy and Courtney, they're kind of couple palling around with this new couple that's on the show.
Yeah.
And they're Latricia and Ken.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to say it. Ken is a good man. He's like the best man I've seen on really on this show or any reality show really that we've ever watched. I mean, this dude is like, he's handsome. He's caring.
He's caring. He listens.
He listens. And he's insightful.
He's compassionate.
He's compassionate. Yes, yes. He's everything. He's everything you are.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. He reminds me of you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
Because one thing is he was married before, and he has a stepdaughter, and that's his daughter. He still has a relationship with her. And I guess Latricia was going through a lot of things. She lost her parents within 6 months of each other, and then she lost a sister. And and I guess her family dynamic, they're kind of volatile and loud. She doesn't seem like a loud person, really, but I guess, there are moments when tempers can flare, and I guess she can have a bit of a temper. And one thing that was beautiful that he said was when they were dating, he just kind of had to listen, and he heard her story so that he could understand her.
Yeah.
And that's what gave him the patience to deal with her. And when she talks about him, it's just, they're a beautiful couple. They go to work out together in like 3 times a day, and they're always together. And he's talking about how they're always on the phone together and stuff. And they're just so well
they're always
connected,
together.
right?
If they're not together, they're on the phone. If they're not on the phone, they're together.
Yeah, that's a beautiful relationship. They've been together for 2 years. And I guess they're planning to get married.
Okay.
There's
once to get that paperwork done, and she gets rid of that other dude.
Yeah, she was previously married, and they haven't quite officially divorced.
Yeah.
So,
but that stuff happens.
yes, they do.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. We'll just say that.
Yeah, she ain't the only one.
Pesky paperwork.
It's paid.
All right. So we're looking forward to seeing more of that couple. Latricia, I don't know. I think she'll probably get more comfortable telling her story as time goes by, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but she was a little tough to watch and a little tough to listen to. You just kind of have to get past her presentation. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's gonna be interesting. Next up, we had Chris and Martell. Chris came over to ask for an apology because Nell went and told him about their conversation.
Oh, of course
earlier.
she did.
And it's like, you owe her an apology. And my woman was never a child, was never a side chick,
Yeah.
mother effer. So that's what he said.
I don't know how to even do that because we do not have these type of conversations, me and my guys. We be like, hey, we are not going there, but
It's very strange.
yeah.
It's very strange.
And Martell at one time even tried to get it out of him and tell him why she was a side chick. And it was like, no, see, you're lying. You're lying, Chris. She was a side chick. And he's like, what are you talking about? This is way before they even met.
Right. But the thing is, you know, there is some ambiguity in their tale because they were dating.
Yeah.
He hadn't told her that he was married. Once she found out, she said they stopped dating. And I guess he filed papers and, you know, to end his marriage and then start his life with her.
Right. He said he was legally separated.
Was he legal? See, I'm not sure if
Well, that's what he said. We're not sure of anything, but he said we were legally separated when we started dating. We can only go by what he said.
If he said they were legally separated, there would be no reason for them to put a pause on their relationship then.
Well, maybe, whatever it is, that's what he said. I can't get into that.
Okay.
But I know Martell was like, you know, she's a side chick. He didn't want to hear about the separation or nothing. He was just straight, she a side chick. But yeah.
Well, the best thing to do, gentlemen, if you are in an unhappy marriage, just get out of the marriage before you start carousing around the ladies. That way you make a clean break.
Yeah.
You know, and then your significant other can't be called a side chick or won't be called a side chick or accused of being a side chick.
Just as long as you're not hanging around Martell, ain't nobody gonna call her a side chick anyway.
True.
So the best thing for y'all to do is don't hang around Martell.
The best thing you do, get a divorce before you start dating. There, that's it. That's it. All right. So anyway, I guess they'll be friends again. I mean, they haven't ended their friendship, but
yeah.
I don't think Martell offered an apology. He just said, I won't call her side chick no more. But he didn't say, I'm sorry, no. So
he didn't.
we were waiting for that.
But the thing is,
breath for him
they were talking about the little video that Martell supposedly has that he's been arrested for.
Yeah.
And he was going back and forth on that. At one point, he said, you got the video? And he went in his pocket like he was about to pull his phone out and show it. But it seemed like he thought, like, wait, I can't show it because then I'll be back to square one. You know, I can't show it because if I show it, then that's another case. Right. So then he goes, ask her to see it.
Oh, okay.
Like she gonna show it. And he even said, I don't even have it. I never even seen it. I saw it one time and I deleted it. But if he did that, if he saw it one time and deleted it, then why is he in all this damn trouble?
It's just.
Apparently he didn't delete it. He sent it to mail.
Yeah, he sent it to mail.
But he's like, I saw it one time and I deleted it. Come on, man.
He had it. So.
He be all over the place.
Yeah.
And if you just listen to him for a split second, you could be like, oh, dude, your story ain't even right.
At all. So that's Martell.
That's
all right,
Martell.
next up, we've got Destiny and Moses. Like we said,
Uh-huh.
Destiny and Moses had a little sit down at a restaurant in the public. So everything can be
Yep.
kept
And Moses is
calm.
made for Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Oh my goodness. I will say
He
he's
bringing the
got
drama.
a very nice beard. His
Oh yeah,
beard
he got
is
a
like all
yeah.
fluffy.
It's all right. You
Yeah,
don't
I'm
really
not
like
even
them
a
fluffy.
beard dude though.
You like them more close.
No,
Like this.
I do.
What
I
but
do.
what you really like is the gray. That's mixed
Yeah.
in. You like the
Yeah.
salt and pepper thing.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty nice.
don't
there.
Do you like this? You like this, huh?
Mm.
Okay.
Anywho, he showed up with his beard and at the restaurant, and Destiny, she took her seat, and the greeting was, "What's up?" And she sits down, and in silence, she's all, "What's up?"
Mm-hmm.
Just
Just unavailable.
It's a very, very icy.
Yeah, she's icy. She doesn't want to
other.
show her like she has any emotion behind it, or she's hurt or behind it or anything.
Yeah, I think she has been hurt a lot. I mean, you have a marriage that you think is moving forward, and then all of a sudden you're hit with divorce papers, and you're like, "What the hell?" So I don't know what was going on in that relationship either. Again, she's very close-lipped about her situation, so it's really hard to speculate on those things. But the things that we do see, like when they're sitting up here at this table, I do know that she's very feisty, and she will stand her ground. And if you bring smoke, she gonna burn everything down, like
That's
she said.
what she said.
So,
She's gonna burn all down.
and Moses, he clearly got caught in a lie.
Yeah.
She asked him straightforward, "When did we break up?" And he said in April. And she's like, "Bruh, you sent me some money in August." And between April and August, there were text messages saying you love me and all this, that, and the other. And it didn't end until I ended it in August by saying, "I choose me."
Mm-hmm. After he sent her some money.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I
I
want to know why he sent her money. And how could he act like he didn't even remember that he sent her some money?
Yeah. Destiny always seems to have some money issues. People have sent her money.
Well, she had a little business, and
she did have that business.
You know what's interesting? It started out she was with the chicken guy, and they had the child together. And I do want to know where the child is, but it's the guy with the chicken restaurants, right? Mm-hmm. That she was with at first. He didn't want no part of the show. He didn't want to be on the show. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why they broke up, right? Mm-hmm. But then it seemed that now this Moses guy, he wants to be on the show. And I'm trying to figure, maybe she was trying to hold him back and say, "You don't want to be on this show." And maybe that's where they had the difference, right? Mm-hmm. Back to that again. And then she got with Sonny. Or he got with Sonny, and then he said, "Okay, well, this is what we're going to do." Yeah.
Well, you know what? Carlos King did ask him why he couldn't be on the show earlier. Remember that episode when they were doing the podcast on stage? He said, "We couldn't get you on when Destiny was here, but now you're here." Yeah. I can't remember what he said, but I think that would have been an opportunity for him to address that. And if he had some dirt on Destiny, I don't think he would have held back. He would have, he would have said that. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But he's got a lot of explaining to do. He was still trying to say that he didn't hook up with Sonny until, they were over. But clearly it wasn't. And Sonny also mentioned that he was dating multiple people during that time anyway. So Destiny wasn't the only one, but I guess he was the only one that he was expecting to be at his birthday party, because that seemed to be like a turning point for him when she didn't show up for his birthday party, because she wasn't taking care of her man, which is basically what he said. And really, if he's dating a bunch of other women, how is How do you claim to be her man, then,
I know,
sir?
That's there was no monogamy going on. And it's drama made for the TV, but
Yeah, that's what it is.
it is
That's
what
why
it is.
we're here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why we're here.
Mm-hmm,
We'll give you the drama. We'll give you the tea on everything they got going on. She's going to give you the tea. She'll give you the facts. I'm going to add 20 to it, sometimes 50. And we're going to have a good time. They call it Honey WTF.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for our wrap up of the latest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yep.
Looking forward to Fridays. This next
Saturday
episode.
Yeah, we'll watch it again.
Saturday.
And we gonna come quick with this next one.
Okay.
Right.
We're gonna try to.
That's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wanna, if you all see this shirt I got on, Baitive. This is Baitive. I bought this over the weekend in Oakland, Lake Merritt, from a brother named, what's his name? Mosi Kamal. It's called Baitive. And what this is, if you're from the Bay Area and you're a native, and you're about that life in the Bay life, you get this shirt. It's Baitive. Be a part of the culture.
They have them in multiple colors, and it's really good quality shirt. So
yeah, go check them out at Baitive on IG and get you a shirt.
Yep.
Don't ask me what the seal's for.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him. Yeah, that's the dot over the I, but I'm not sure why.
It's a seal.
Yeah, we gotta find out the significance.
But I like the shirt. Good quality. So,
all right.
That's it.
Well, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
To do that. All right, like and subscribe.
I would like to thank all of the subscribers we have gotten over the last month or so.
Yeah.
It's really motivated us
to keep bringing
doing more stuff and making more content for you guys.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
Yes, we are.
So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and checking us out. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it very much.
All right.
So see you next time.
Bye.